Stony Creek, brand. I'm hitting up that food truck right now. Ambiance points for sure. So we're here at Stony Creek, and we found out that they have a ton of beers here. Pretty nice seat right here. The ambiance is exceptional, and it's pretty nice because you can see that the brewery kind of operates in these glass windows. You could almost watch them. It's really cool. They have 18 beers on the menu that they brew here. Obviously, I can't sit down and drink all 18 for you right here and now, but I got 4 that I'm going to try. One, Ruffled Feathers New England IPA. Smelling it.
I've had that one before.
You want to fill? I'm getting IPA signatures, notes. IPA, citrus. If I were to be honest, I definitely smell the hops and citrus. It's not a strong hoppy taste, although it's definitely an IPA. It ventures far from that really hoppy punch. Done. Bone? Just me and Bone. You don't have to do it. Oh, whoa.
I think my feathers just ruffled a bit there. The ruffled feathers, they say it's their attempt to spread their wings and try a new flight path from the traditional IPA using tropical, juicy flavors and aromas.
I didn't get anything tropical out of that.
I agree.
Irish stout. A very dry Irish stout. Put my nose right into it. I don't know, it smells like milk. Like a glass of milk. Wow, alright. How would I describe this? Chalky in nature? Charcoal? Charcoal taste? Done. On a boat.
Not much of a stout drinker, so I may be a little biased in this.
I feel like bit into some charcoal.
Yeah, right off the bat, I feel like it sort of hit my tongue real quick with a dry, kind of chalky taste.
Yeah,
like you were
chalkiness,
saying. It's not a bad taste overall, aftertaste-wise, but I feel at first I get that chalkiness.
It's not going to be in the exceptional category. All right, the Big Cranky, which is a strong beer, 9.5 ABV, double IPA. Smelling nothing. Now this one, I would say, I do get fruit taste. Should I be getting fruit taste?
There are 7 different hops. Complex and juicy hop characters.
Yeah,
so potentially
all right.
some juiciness.
I get a hop medley. Hop medley, I'm calling it. Where like, there's citrus hops for sure, and fruity. I don't know. Fruity hops.
I agree with the sort of the lack of smell that you would think of would come with a double IPA.
Yeah, you usually get punched in the nose with some hoppy smell.
I think that's the fruitiness, the juiciness, along with the hops that sort of dilutes the smell,
Neutral.
but keeps up the taste and the flavor.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hello there. You caught us sipping some beers. He's drinking the Frankenstein. It's an experimental IPA that they have here. What do you think about it? By experimental, I mean
I like
every
how they
batch
have-
is different.
They have notes of Definitely different style hops. I don't know how many. Not very fruity, not very tropical, which I prefer. It's more hoppy, more juniper than it is fruit and citrus, which I actually prefer.
When I smell it, I smell tangerines, like strongly, a strong smell of smashed tangerine. And I taste tangerines too.
So this is the Koi Bird. It is a sake beer with a hint of grapefruit, apparently. I feel like in terms of grapefruit beers, and I'm a person who doesn't like IPAs, it's a beer that tastes the most like an IPA without having to be an IPA.
Let me try it.
All right.
Yeah, it's not sour, and I get a very, very subtle hint of the grapefruit. Not a strong taste of grapefruit, but yeah, I would agree. It's like kind of IPA-ish. Beer at this point.
Pretty much.
I can't finish beer anymore.
I disagree. I think Donkey Kong is the best. No, I think that the grapefruit taste, actually, the reason we're thinking that it's an IPA is because a lot of IPAs these days are dabbling with citrus and their hops and their mixing. So some people tend to think the citrus flavor tends to lean towards an IPA. I know they don't call it an IPA here, but I do see how it can be tasted as an IPA.
Like ours, a Mexican lager in Branford, Connecticut. Let's see how good Branford, so close to Mexico, does it. I'm having a tough night with smelling anything. I smell what I think is malt, almost said barley. It's dry. I'm smelling dryness without tasting it. Let me see what I taste. Now, out of my knowledge of Mexican beers, if it's Corona or Tecate, this one's Tecate. Done.
Definitely does have that Mexican smell. That's kind of like the bar room after a wicked night of partying. An old,
I think that's
come
malt.
on, Skip.
Skip? You disagree with?
That's Mexican, all right. I don't even know what this is.
The last one we're gonna try is the Imperial Stony Joe. I've been here before and I've had the Stony Joe, but not the Imperial version. They didn't have the Stony Joe tonight. The Imperial's 8.5 ABV. When I smell it, I really think I smell like a peanuts or Nutella. Let's try it. The taste is different from a Stony Joe to an Imperial Stony Joe. Obviously, this is stronger in alcohol content. It's good. The Stony Joe is my favorite Stony Creek beer. I get a peanutty taste out of it. It's not a stout by any means. I mean, what is it?
For me,
Golden stout. It is a stout.
from sitting across from you and smelling it without it being up to my nose, I smell a straight Stony Joe. From what I'm used to, the original Stony Joe.
Yeah.
I smell a coffee-ish, more of the coffee beans than a freshly made cup of coffee. A raw coffee bean smell from across the table.
It says it's brewed with Costa Rican natural processed coffee, so he's right on that.
See, I don't really know Nutella that well. I smell a regular.
Hazelnut.
I smell a regular Stony Joe, and I taste a regular Stony Joe.
All right, so
I think if you're going to make an imperial of any beer, that's a very well made imperial.
although Kat wasn't present, she's still been here before. She scored it a 24.5 out of 30. You could see her score here. Let me know if you agree with my scoring. I gave it a 26 out of 30. I was overall very impressed. I just didn't like that the food truck was a far distance and the food from the truck wasn't that great.